What is up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It is your boy Jay Dimes, and we're back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And if this is your first time watching, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you love Giants football. Now let's get right into this one. So, the Giants have to add a wide receiver for Daniel Jones and this New York Giants offense. We watched the Jaguars game. We've been seeing how the Giants wide receivers have been performing all season long. And it's been a very, negative towards the Giants offense. The Giants wide receivers accumulated for 6 drops in yesterday's game versus Jacksonville, and the wide receiver have been a problem all season. Now, when we're talking about the trade deadline, there's been a lot of wide receivers that have been in trade rumors about possibly getting traded. Jerry Jeudy from the Denver Broncos is one that a lot of Giants fans have been talking about. I'm not opposed to trading for Jerry Jeudy. First of all, he does fit, when we're talking about the salary cap, I think he does fit in that range. He's not on a huge contract, still on the rookie contract, is, a pretty talented wide receiver, has dealt with the drop issues, and he's not really had the best quarterbacks throwing him the football. And even this year, after they traded for Russell Wilson has been garbage this year. He's not been the QB that the Broncos thought they traded for in the first couple of weeks of this year's season. So Jerry Jeudy, on a rookie contract, was drafted highly in the first round. Would not mind the Giants taking a stab at him. Elijah Moore from the New York Jets requested a trade, even though the Jets said they are not going to, trade him. I think if a team called them on the trade or before the trade deadline with a second, third, fourth round pick, maybe fifth round pick, I think the Jets would take him, because Moore right now is unhappy with his, situation. Instead of the Jets, rolling with Michael Carter as the backup running back after Breece Hall was, diagnosed with a season-ending injury. Very talented young running back right there. It sucks that we can't watch him play because he got hurt. They went out and traded for James Robinson. So, they're still not going to be trying to really involve Elijah Moore into the offense. He's a guy that I heard. Chase Claypool of the Pittsburgh Steelers is a guy that's been, thrown around in trade rumors. Now, me personally, I'm not a big Chase Claypool fan on the Giants. On the Steelers, I don't watch Steelers football. He's a pretty decent wide receiver, but on the Giants, the Daniel Jones needs a wide receiver that's just going to get open. We can't, I think that's one reason why him and Kenny Golladay have never really connected, because Kenny Golladay is not a wide receiver that Daniel Jones needs. Daniel Jones needs wide receivers that get open, that create separation. He's not a really good, he's not going to be throwing 50-50 balls all freaking game. That's just not how Daniel Jones has been. He strives with wide receivers that get open, like a Sterling Shepard. So really with Chase Claypool, I'm not really feeling Chase Claypool on the team. And even though I still don't think the Steelers would even make that trade for Chase Claypool. He's young. He's a weapon for their new quarterback in Kenny Pickett. I don't think the Steelers would even trade Chase Claypool. Now, could they? Sure, but I just don't think that's a move that they would do. But either way, the Giants they have to add a wide receiver some way, somehow this season for Daniel Jones. We saw Daniel Jones' reaction when Marcus Johnson dropped that ball on that 4th down. We saw how he reacted. He was like, catch the dang ball. That's the freaking, probably 3rd time throughout his whole career we've seen Daniel Jones play with some actual emotion, and it was because the wide receiver dropped the ball. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't want it to be a game where the Giants are trying to make it to the playoffs. They're 6-1 right now, trying to make it to the playoffs. It's a big game. It's a close game. Daniel Jones finds an open wide receiver down the field, and they drop the ball. I just don't want to go through that again. I've been through with Evan Ingram. I've been through with Darius Slayton, who even though has probably been our best wide receiver this year, low-key, I just don't want to go through that again. So if I am Joe Schoen, I'm finding a way to go out and get in a wide receiver. Now, DJ Moore. Y'all know I've been on the DJ Moore train. I'm a guy that is in favor of making that deal if it shows itself. But DJ Moore will not get traded. The Panthers already said they are not going to trade him. He's a young wide receiver. He is on a huge contract. The dead cap hit they would take if they made that move is astronomically huge, and he's on a big contract. And the reports that came out said that if the Giants were going to make a move for a wide receiver, it would be one on a rookie contract. DJ Moore is already on his 2nd contract. And the Giants don't have that much cap space. They have $3 million in cap space. But if the Panthers aren't going to trade DJ Moore, who actually had a great game yesterday versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, then it doesn't matter what the cap space looks like for the New York Giants. When we're looking at the wide receivers already on the roster, can Kenny Golladay and Kadarius Toney come back and make an impact? Of course, I would love for them to come out there and make an impact. We're paying Kenny Golladay a huge contract right now. He's still getting his bread even though he's not playing no games. Kadarius Toney was our first round draft pick last year and is a very talented wide receiver. It's just, can we get him on the field? Can we get him on the field? Maybe the Giants don't go out there and trade for a wide receiver because they took one with their first round draft pick last year. Even though it isn't Joe Schoen's pick, he's still with the first round draft pick of the New York Giants last year in Kadarius Toney. Kenny Golladay on a huge contract already. The Giants actually are, when we're talking about the wide receivers and the contracts, I think the Giants have the most money dealt to the wide receiver, which is insane. It's insane. So I don't know if the Giants would make a move for a wide receiver. These are just some of the wide receivers that I, have heard that possibly could get moved. Like I said, Jerry Jeudy. I'm definitely opposed. I'm not opposed, rather, of going out there and get Jerry Jeudy. I think he would fit with the New York Giants. I think he's one of those players that, just needs a change of scenery. He looks, disgruntled with how the offense has looked for the Broncos and the success they've been having this year, which is not a lot. So I would not mind Jerry Jeudy. Elijah Moore, who was actually a second-round draft pick last year, wouldn't mind him either. It's just about if the Jets would actually make the move. But Joe Schoen, I am begging you, help out Daniel Jones, help out the New York Giants offense, help out Mike Kafka, and just go trade for a wide receiver. Go trade for a wide receiver. I love Odell Beckham Jr. I love Odell Beckham Jr., but I am not waiting until Odell Beckham Jr. gets all the way healthy, to go out and try to sign him just for him to go to play for the Bills or something like that. The Giants need a wide receiver right now. They need a wide receiver right now. Kenny Galladay's hurt. Kadarius Toney's hurt. You can't count on those guys to play each and every game. Just go out there and go get a wide receiver for Daniel Jones. Leave down below in the comment section the guys that you want the Giants to target. If you are still a DJ Moore guy, leave down below a scenario where you think the Giants can get him. Leave down below some mock trades where the Giants go out there and get a wide receiver. Don't go out there and try to freaking comment a freaking bona fide stud, a Stephon Diggs, something like that. One of the guys that has actually been rumored to possibly get moved before the NFL trade deadline. But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment. Joe Schoen, help us all out, lend us a hand, and go get us a wide receiver. Please and thank you. That's going to do it though. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. And until then, it's been your boy Jay Dimes, and I'm out. Go Giants.